Time to start working on this bad boy. The Mini 32. Already done a little bit of work to it. This one here was like half the width of this one, which was annoying me, so I fixed that. Smoothed it out a bit, and then I decided to cut some scallops in the side. Let's do that to this side. Well, let's see how this thing looks. It's not bad. There's nice gaps in there like this side. Pretty good. So obviously my two templates failed. The paper template, I had it crooked. I was trying to line it up with this edge. It was crooked. Is what it is, and the sticky tape one would never have worked anyway. So I measured down from here and out from this line, the bottom of this body line and the edge of the grill there. And I'm pretty happy with it. There's a slight inconsistency. This line isn't dead straight like this side is. It sort of curves in this way, and this is about 5mm bigger. I've already measured it. So it's about that much in. That doesn't matter. It's cut now, and you can't see them. Like if you look at this side, you can't see this side, and vice versa. So it ain't gonna matter too much. Now, the next thing I want to do to this is, if you've seen my red and white roadster, the so-called roadster, you'll know that it's been bobbed. It was always bobbed. And I like that. Look, I'm going to bob my real 32. So that means cut the chassis rails off the back and have no fuel tank there. So it's just flat. So that's what I'm going to do to this. Sorry about the noise. So I'm going to make the chassis come up here, disappear, as if it was C-channeled. So the diff can sit up higher. So all this is going to be cut off, all around, cut that all off, don't want it. Let's do that. What a difference. The old bomb deuce, eh? I don't know if it's actually called a bob deuce, but it's got a chopped tail, so it's like a bobcat. No idea. I like it though. Now it's ready to start molding. Got the vents filled. I'm going to start molding. I've already prepared. Give me a sec. I've got that. Sits over the front. This one sits like a boss. Like that. And I got the other one for the other side. So I'm going to attach that with my usual Play-Doh method. Bit of sticky tape, wax, gel, glass. Remove the backing, then do the rest of the mold. Let's go. There it is. The Play-Doh, coil flute, sticky tape, flange wall. It's got the bit of a Joker vibe going on this side. Basic, but 100% good enough. Look at that nice green snot smeared all over that. Beautiful. I'm going to let that cure, then I can glass over it. There we have it. The first piece of mold is done. Where's the rest of the car? It's over there. So I've been taking parts of moulds off lately, straight after I've done them. So you see that little ridge here where it's built up? I want to sand that flat. Right? So these bits are prone to breaking after you've taken a body out of the mould. So if I get rid of those, then they can't break on me. This one needs a little bit of a tidy up on the flange here. There's a overhang. And then this part here, so you can see that there's nothing beyond that gel coat there. So I'll just put some filler in there. Or maybe pour some resin, I'm not sure yet. It still needs a trim up, but that's structurally not sound at the moment. And in order to put this back on the body, I'm going to be using this clamp. So it's a custom clamp. So I've added 4 inches in here. This clamp from Super Cheap Auto was like 15 bucks, something like that. But to buy an extended one, they're like 60. So you just cut it, weld a piece in. Job done. So after I get that cleaned up, I'll clamp it back on and build up this flange wall. So I'm going to be doing this side first. And then I'll do the other side. And then I'll do the top. And you see that's sort of shinier. I did a wax polish on that, just 4, maybe 5 coats I think. And it came up really nice. Because before it did all look like this. So I'm going to be doing that on the rest of it. First time doing a wax polish. And yes, it takes longer, but you know, look at that result. And it came off clean. I was a bit worried about this body filler, but it didn't stick to it at all. So wax polish. I might go a bit heavier on the wax on this side, and definitely on the top. I'll try and clean that chunk off, but let's keep moving forward on this little bad boy. And there it is, sanded. So I just took that rough edge off, filled that with resin. Now it's ready to clamp back on there. Do the other bit of the mould. There it is. Still got to trim around here a bit more. Very difficult to get to. That's my problem, not yours. The drill. Nice. This one came out beautiful. I'm going to give these a light polish. You can see it's got a bit of shine to it. But I want a bit more. Clean up some of these edges. This one, I dropped it. You saw me drop it, I dropped it. Look at that. Took a chunk out. Not happy. It also landed on this edge. So I might end up remaking that whole piece. Because, yeah, it's no good. It's no good. Like, I can Play-Doh it. I've done 2 cracks about that big. I'll bolt it together and have a look at it. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. But anyway, I want to give it a quick polish, make it shinier. I want the bodies to come out like this. See that? You can zoom in there. Hello. There's the damage from where I dropped it. So I got me a black light and some ultraviolet resin. I'm going to put this stuff in there. I've got a piece of tape so it won't stick to this part. And I'm going to UV cure resin in there. And hopefully I won't have to do too much work for it to be right. See that black bit? That's the resin. It's all been sanded and polished. Pretty happy with that. Otherwise, I saw a piece here, that, like this part, so you can see it's a different colour. There we go. So you can see that's not polished up properly. And there was a piece here. So I sanded that out. Look at that. Just hit it with a bit of 600. Then hit the polish on it. Same, there's a bit there. And then there was a bit here, so you can sort of see that mark. So this whole area was like that. Just gave it a really quick sand. And there's still some pitting in there. So I'm going to get it pretty good. I'm not going to go too nuts on it because I don't want to spend too much time on this. I've got other things to do. There's like a dent there. So that would have been on the original. Yeah, getting there. But that turned out great. That there is my shiniest mold I've ever made. You got the repair down there with the resin. I've used that resin to repair stuff like that before and it works well. Got the seams are pretty good. There's a slight gap there. This one here, slight gap, which is all to be expected. But then you got this gap here. I don't know why that happened. It's about a fingernail. So I can fill that up with Play-Doh, no worries. Some of these bits, like there's still bits of polish in here trapped. The wax will help remove that. Not too concerned. Why did I make this shiny? So it'll look good in pictures. Got me gel in my cup. Got the mold all polished up, waxed. Beautiful. So it's on its side for a reason. Okay. So I'm going to come in the back here, spray up in there and up under there, flip it over, do the same the other side, and I'm going to have this catching all my overspray. That's what that's for. When I spray stuff, I hold this in one hand, the gun in the other, and I just follow this around behind the gun. That works well. So get this stuff mixed up. 2% by weight. It was 650. If I turn it on, I'll go to 13% or 13 grams, and that'll be 2% of that. Time has come to see if all that hard work has paid off and to see if this thing is shiny or not. Fingers crossed it is. Alright, let's get all these bolts out and pop this mold off. I'd say that was mission successful. It is shiny. Well, I couldn't polish in here, but the rest of it looks bloody good. Right. And these guys, they're nice and sharp, beautiful. Mold lines are pretty good. I'm bloody happy with that, I tell you. Little bits of wax I missed. These dull areas. Did I miss the part when I was sanding and polishing? Let's have a look. Must have just been some wax I missed. It's a bit of dullness. So when I was waxing and polishing off the wax, I must have missed a spot here. That's why that's all dull. But I can give that next time, can't I? Look at that. Got some dust on it. That is, I'm happy. Look at that. The bobtail on it. And these vents, these are cool as. Look at that. Wicked. Sets it apart from everything else, doesn't it? Someone's going to be very happy with that, I'll tell you. Thanks for watching.